Uh, few more adjustments, and I should be back to my talking normal voice.
Now I could just take this helmet off. Now I will no longer need to wear this. This is just the shadow of who I was. Now, my plans to get that long blade sword back from Mr. 11. The fool doesn't know what he possesses in his hands. But there's got to be a way for him to know that I'm not going to pretty much take that weapon that is rightfully mine. I know. I'll send this to him. I'll have to send this by digital email. Good. Everything is falling into place. Soon I'll be able to plan my proper revenge. I still have a little bit of mechanical work to work on. A couple of loose screws here and there. That damn stupid long blade sword drains so much out of me. Nonetheless, once I take over the real world and my real plans will be completed. But my vengeance upon Mr. 11 must not go undone. There might still be some use to this old shell that I call. Let's see. Yeah. A little wiring here. Oh. What the? Where the hell did this come from? Weird. Well, I guess I'll play some Devil May Cry Define Edition. Hello, YouTube viewers and PlayStation Network members. Welcome to Let's Play This Game If We Really Want To, that is. Devil May Cry Defined Edition. A lot of people complained about this game being really bad, but the Defined Edition, kind of like in its title, defines the word, it defines the game. You can play the Devil May Cry and play as Dante, or play Virgil's Downfall. The Devil May Cry, playing as Dante, you have all these other missions, like secret missions, extras, and the missions, like, okay, you might want to, like, if you're, like, not a hardcore type of person, you might want to start on human. If you're like a medium hardcore, then you go for Devil Hunter, or Nephilim, which is the hardest, or Son of Sparta. The secret missions are really sometimes hard. They're like races, battles, sometimes you have to use combos and everything like that. And of course you're going to want to play this a tremendous amount of times just to get all the upgrades for each of your weapons that you pretty much get throughout the game. Now, Virgil's Downfall well, Virgil's Downfall is a little bit like playing Dante's storyline. You got missions and same levels. You got Human, Devil Hunter, Nephilim, and Son of Sparta. Blood Palace. This is where you're gonna want to get your upgrades. Like, you could choose to go to the shop and upgrade your weaponry, but the only way to upgrade your weaponry, if you look on the upper right where there's a white little circle and there's like a 0, you're gonna have to do a certain kind of trick, like some tricks and stuff, to basically get points to save up to be able to buy the upgrades. But you can also buy stuff in the shop. Skins are pretty cool. Turbo mode will make you go a little faster, and you might want to disable the timer. The training is good because it gives you that little, like, I don't know how to play kind of option. Extras. But let's go on to the major, major thing. We're gonna play Dante's storyline. We're gonna play probably do a mission, pick one. We're gonna pick playing as Devil Hunter. We're gonna, you see, these are all the levels I've gotten so far. Some I found. I missed one lost soul. I don't know where the hell it is. Missed one secret door. One lost soul here. And here. There's none. Some of the levels you'll have to look for lost souls, keys, and doors. Like here, this one doesn't even give you enough time. The trade, you can't even find the lost souls or the keys to even give you enough time to save Virgil and Cat. Sometimes you won't even have time because you want to just get through the whole entire game's suffering and stuff. And of course, I'm not playing it, so yeah. Now, the kind of tell you with Virgil's storyline, Virgil's Downfall, I don't think there's any lost souls in the game. Don't quote me on that. Devil Hunter. But yeah, I gotta get fragments. Processing fragments and lost souls. As you can basically see, you got all these to look for. The reason why I'm not showing the actual gameplay is because, well, that's a long story. And, to really tell you, I would love to play one of these levels and get like a fragment or fragments or lost souls in each of these other levels just to make up for missing it the first time around. But the one thing though is I'm kind of like a weenie, so I would go for human mode. But Devil Hunter's harder if you want to encounter like enemies, use core attacks and moderate damage. Select this mode if you've played other melee action games and want a bit of a challenge. But the more you play the harder levels, you are kind of gonna be able to unlock the rest of the harder modes. Same thing goes for when you're playing Dante's thing. Now the one thing what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna get some items, because you're gonna want to stock up, and I mean stock up. Gold orbs, and I try to not use the gold orbs when I'm playing. You're gonna want to stock up on little stuff such as that and everything like that, Now I basically used all my points, like my blood rubies or whatever you call them. but what else can you basically say about Devil May Cry, except it's a vengeful game. You know, two brothers that were separated when they were younger. You know, they were separated when they were younger, and each of them went their separate ways, and all that other stuff. Dante's past has a vengeful witch court, and it's also a love story too, because he kind of begins to be a real jackass, and basically doesn't give a shit if the demon world, you know, like if Mundus, which is the major antagonist boss of the whole game, basically takes over the real world and stuff like that. While Virgil has another agenda, which I'm not going into because that's a spoiler. But let's just say things don't come between the two brothers throughout the game somewhere. So, I know I promised some gameplay, so you know, I'm gonna squeeze some shit. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do some gameplay. We're gonna do some training. Some of these attacks will basically But I gotta tell you, the moves that they give Dante are very, very badass and awesome. Now we're gonna do some training with some Virgil's techniques. You can train, which I highly recommend that you do, and stuff like that, because then, you know, you get the feel of the game if you're, you know, if you haven't played it. You can basically see Virgil actually uses a sword similar to the long blade sword that I have. And of course, Virgil's sword is called the Himata, which is a really awesome, cool sword. It can, like, open portals to the demon world, or as they call it, Limbo, throughout the game, which is pretty cool. So I think I'm gonna end it, end here, because I found this weird charm. I'm guessing it came from someplace. I'm gonna see what it does when I put it around my neck, and when I hold the long blade.
Hey,
okay?
long blade sword. You're not gonna believe what I got pretty much at the beginning of the gameplay of Devil May Cry Defiance. I mean, I mean, what do you think? Something wrong? Drained? From what? From what? Going to what? I didn't betray you. Longblade. Longblade, talk. Speak. Well. Speak. Huh. Something drained its energy? Where did its energy go? Got me. Well, at least this ain't a total loss. No more ghostly voices spooking me during my sleep. And I definitely don't fall asleep with jewelry on. What's his power? Called me a traitor. Why? Wonder if it has something to do with this. I mean, this just miraculously appeared on me. I think it looks better on you, Long Blade Sword, than me. Nah. I think it looks better on me. Well, I don't know what to do with you, buddy. I mean, you're not talking anymore, so that's good news, I guess. Question is, where did this come from? How did it end up on my neck? I mean, weird. Weird and weird and weird. Screw. That part. More. Side. Finally. Completed. A new and improved helmet. This should protect me from Mr. Levin's technical weapon. Oh, I think I missed it. Should fix it. And of course, it should not make my voice change pitch. Yeah. Voice area right here. Fix that so I don't turn mechanical. Okay, that's a little too much Sonic scrolling. Okay, now to basically meld my brain with the helmet so I can have actual vision. Good. Fine. Normal. I'm almost ready to take my weapon back. First, my vengeance. And then the world! I will get my vengeance upon Mr. 11. And I will rule the world with an iron fist. And this pathetic world is mine.
Shrouded in darkness. I can actually feel the long blade sword has been weakened. Thus, my power will return to me. And I will be free of this darkened, dismal prison. For I am ever vigilant. Clean what is rightfully mine. Long blade sword.